Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and let's get one thing out of the way right away. Unpopular automotive opinions are only unpopular because most car people don't actually want to argue about cars. They want validation. They want to hear that their builds are sick, their spec is rare, their transmission choice makes them a better human, and their taste is objectively correct. So when someone actually drops a real opinion that cuts against the grain, everyone pretends it's a joke, dogpiles it, or upvotes it ironically while gritting their teeth. So this is your boy Brad doing the opposite of that. This is my own take in my own voice after owning, driving, breaking, fixing, selling, and living with cars long enough to be annoying about it. These aren't hot takes for clicks. These are the opinions that get you uninvited from group chats. And let's start with tint, T-I-N-T, because that's the gateway drug. And quite honestly, there are times when tint looks good, but most of the time it actually makes your car look worse. Yeah, I know it keeps the cabin cooler. Yeah, I know it helps in the sun. Yeah, I know you live in Arizona. Well, a couple of you and your retinas are under assault. I totally get it, but aesthetically, most cars look better when you can actually see the interior, especially anything with a well-designed cockpit, a clean leather interior, proper seats, real materials, visible details. Blacking all that out turns the car into a rolling silhouette with zero personality. Light tint, it's okay. Barely noticeable tint, it's fine. The pitch black, you can't see who's driving limo spec, that usually screams insecurity. And at night, it's objectively worse. If you've ever tried backing out in the rain with dark aftermarket tint, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's not a flex, that's self-sabotage. Now, let's talk about screens. Floating tablet infotainment screens don't offend me. What offends me is pretending they're better than buttons. They aren't. They never were. They never will be. A touchscreen is cheaper for manufacturers and worse for drivers. Full stop. I don't care how fast the processor is or how crisp the display looks. If I have to look down, navigate a menu, and stab glass just to change the temperature, that's a downgrade. And before someone says, well, you'll get used to it, no. Muscle memory matters. Knobs, they matter. Switches matter. I want to reach over and adjust something without my eyes leaving the road. That's not nostalgia. That's basic human factors engineering. Touchscreens belong in your pocket and on your couch, not in the control of a 2-ton object moving on speed. And guys, real quick, Rocky from New York already drove off with the first GTR and the bonus cash that changed his life. We literally flew him out here. He hung out with us for the whole weekend. We shipped his car back home to New York, and the dude had the time of his life. It genuinely changed everything for him. And now it's your turn. If you want a shot at winning your dream car plus bonus cash, hit the link in the pinned first comment right now. Now, back to the show. Which brings me to manuals. This one really gets people upset. Manual transmissions are not better because they're faster. They aren't. They're not better because they're more efficient. They aren't. They're not better because modern automatics can't keep up. They definitely can. That argument is dead. Bury it. Manuals are better because they force engagement, because they require attention, because they make you part of the process instead of a passenger issuing suggestions. If all you care about is lap times, buy the fastest thing you can with paddles and call it a day. But if you care about driving as an experience, manuals still matter, not logically, emotionally. At the same time, the manual elitism is exhausting. If someone enjoys the automatic, that doesn't make them less of a car enthusiast. It makes them someone with different priorities. Gatekeeping transmissions is the automotive equivalent of arguing about vinyl versus streaming. You're allowed to like what you like without declaring a holy war. Now let's talk about sporty. We talking about sporty? Yeah, we're talking about sporty. Everything does not need to be sporty. Your truck does not need a track mode. Your family sedan does not need a fake diffuser or dual exhaust pipes. Your hybrid crossover doesn't need paddle shifters and pop and bang exhaust tune. Not every vehicle needs to pretend it's angry. Comfort, it's not a sin. Soft suspension is not a failure. Quiet cabins are not boring. Large sedans are not sports cars. Trucks are not sports cars. Stop trying to make them feel like ones. If I buy a big, comfortable cruiser, I want it to glide. Not pretending it's chasing an M3 around the Nürburgring. There is dignity in knowing that your vehicle is supposed to be something and not something else. And since we're here, crackle exhausts are mostly awful. Occasional pops on overrun, yeah, cool. Engine sounds doing interesting mechanical things, love it. Artificial machine gun fire every time you lift off the throttle at 30 miles per, that's theater. That's noise cosplay. It sounds impressive for about 12 seconds and then it just becomes embarrassing. Big wheels with rubber band tires also look stupid most of the time. Okay, all the time. Yes, I don't care how expensive they are. I don't care how flush the fitment is. When your sidewall is thinner than your cell phone case and your car rides like a grocery cart with one bad wheel, you've lost the plot. Here's another one that really upsets people. Most enthusiasts are full of it. Yes, not maliciously, not intentionally, but a lot of people who talk loudly about cars don't actually drive them hard, or maintain them properly, or understand them beyond spec sheets and internet lore. They repeat opinions they've absorbed from YouTube thumbnails and forum posts and then defend them like they're their personal experiences. That's why you get people arguing about handling who have never been anywhere near the limit or the grip. That's why drivetrain debates turn into religion. That's why certain cars become untouchable icons while others are dismissed without anyone actually spending time behind the wheel. Which leads me to icons. The Mark IV Supra, it's overrated. It just is. Not because it's bad, not because it's slow, not because it can't make power. It's overrated because its reputation has grown so far beyond the actual car that it's impossible for reality to catch up. It looks fine, not amazing, not timeless, fine. It's capable, not magical, and the price inflation has nothing to do with the driving experience and everything to do with nostalgia, rarity, and internet mythology. And well, the Fast and Furious, of course. Tuna, no crust, baby. Yeah, and if you want to get entered to win a Fast and Furious Mark V Supra that I built, well, you can go pin first comment and go get entered today. Plus, cash. Yes. Same goes for plenty of other hero cars. The moment a car becomes a meme, it stops being evaluated honestly. Electric cars are not the enemy. They're just different. I mean, I love engines, you love engines, I love sound, you love sound, I love mechanical feedback, I also love instant torque and silent speed. Watching someone do a full throttle launch in an EV for the first time and laugh like a lunatic tells you everything that you need to know. There is the joy. It's not the same flavor though. What's annoying me though isn't electric cars, it's people pretending that 0 to 60 times are the only metric that matters, or that one drivetrain choice invalidates another. You can like engines and still acknowledge that EVs are incredible driver cars. Those things are not mutually exclusive. SUVs aren't evil either, they're just overused. Most people that buy them would be better off in a wagon or a minivan, but that's a marketing problem, not a moral failing. Minivans are objectively excellent, they're just uncool, and personally, I love minivans. And that's fine, not everything needs to be cool. Function is allowed to exist without Instagram approval. Pickup trucks, on the other hand, they've gotten out of control and ridiculous, not because trucks are bad, but because they become lifestyle accessories instead of tools. When the hood line is chest high and the bed is too tall to use without a ladder, something has gone very wrong. Plenty of people genuinely need trucks, but most don't, and pretending otherwise is just coping. Here's another unpopular opinion. Interiors matter less than people think. Comfort matters. Ergonomic matters. Build quality definitely matters. But once you hit good enough, the obsession with leather grain and ambient lighting becomes just silly. I'm driving the car, not caressing it. If the seat works, the wheel feels right, and the controls make sense, without that huge infotainment thing, your boy is happy. Brand perception does matter though. Anyone who says it doesn't is lying to themselves. Badges carry meaning whether we like it or not. That doesn't mean one badge is inherently superior. It means we're humans with social context, and pretending otherwise is fake enlightenment. Finally, this one usually gets me yelled at. Slow car fast is real, but fast car slow is underrated. Driving something powerfully, calmly, smoothly, and deliberately can be incredibly satisfying. I just gave away a 750 horsepower R35 GTR plus bonus cash, and let me tell you, 750 wheel to all four, and it shot flames. It was fast AF, and it was fun AF. I mean, you don't have to wring it out every single time to enjoy it. Maturity in driving is knowing when not to use everything the car actually has. Most people don't need 400 horses. Most commuters don't need more than 100. That doesn't mean power is bad. It means restraint is a skill that gets lost in the numbers game. At the end of the day, cars are not moral statements. They're tools, toys, and expressions of taste. You're allowed to like what you like. Just don't pretend that your preference is objective truth. And don't confuse the internet consensus with reality. Those are my unpopular automotive opinions. Which ones did I miss, or which ones do you agree to disagree with? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, remember to go to winthisIdealCar.com and get entered to win your dream car plus bonus cash. Also, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Check out some of these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. We'll catch you next weekend. Promise me one thing. keep living the ideal lifestyle.